Copper is the most important mineral in our body that we require to function properly. Ancient Ayurveda recommends, drinking water from copper vessels in the morning. It's called Tamrajal Ushapan. So if you drink water from copper jar kept overnight, it is really really healthy for you guys. Copper is the really thing, because even the Illuminati and the Freemasons are heavily into it. All the problems that we are having as a humanity is due to iron poisoning, guys, and due to lack of copper deficiency. This website, this guy is very very intelligent, so he has explained it in a very detailed way why reasons of symptoms called cancer, dementia, heart and cardiovascular disease, diabetes, lung disease are nothing but due to lack of copper in our body and accumulation of iron. So wherever iron deposits, arthritis, etc., like in your neck or in your if you have pain in your neck or in your joints, it is due to accumulation of iron in your body. You die because of iron poisoning, guys. So here he gives up what is the reason for having different types of blood. It will reverse your aging, guys. You will never feel ever as better as once you start taking colloidal copper. So copper is very important for us. So in India it's called Tamrajal Ushapan. So this is the best therapy. They tell that once you start drinking copper water, you will never have. That is what the ancients tell us, guys, for 10,000 5,000 years back. They told us the must that we drink this, you will see all this headache, blood pressure, urogenital disease, anemia, hyperactivity, dysentery, obesity, constipation, arthritis, sinusitis, everything, asthma, every meningitis, kidney stone, everything will disappear, guys. This is why ancients never had any disease, because they had a high amount of copper. So please look into it, health benefits of drinking copper. And also regarding food, sesame seed, it's also one of the sacred foods in India, sesame seed. So it has the highest copper content. So have a lot of sesame seed as well in your diet. So I will come to the Illuminati, the conspiracy. As we can see, the Illuminati, the blue bloods, they are called blue bloods, Sumerian, reptilians who are ruling us. Their blood, those who are into conspiracy know that they have high copper content. Their blood, because of increased reptilian DNA, contain more of a copper content. Since copper-based blood turns blue-green upon oxidizing, these reptilian hybrids were called blue bloods. So all the elites, Rupert Murdoch to Queen of England to Rockefeller, Rothschild, they are all blue bloods, guys. Even when you cut it, if they get a chance to see their blood, it will be blue-green color. They are very highly intuitive. It's not easy to destroy them. They have a perfect blood. So they are very much connected to the universal mind, you can say. They are evil, but they are very evolved kind of thing. So it is not easy to just terminate them, because they have perfect blood. They literally can live forever. We die within 70 to 80 now, even less. They can just shift to dimension. They don't even have to die, because their blood is perfect. It's copper based. So even this Whale.2 reptilian hybrids of the Illuminati, blue bloods, all the royal families of the earth are copper based, guys. You can check them. We became known as blue bloods because we have copper based blood. When copper based blood oxidizes, it has a blue green color. This is what Alex Collier said, the contactee of Alex Collier, because we were also our reality is green skin, guys. We were a green skin race. Your original race was green skin. This was a result we know because of large copper traces in your train 22 blood types, and we became iron based race. But we need to regenerate our body back to our original self. So for that we need copper, guys. I cannot stress this. Only thing, if you ever want to do in one thing in life, just sit down at home and just have copper. It will really 99% of all your problems will vanish in time. So this is the only thing I am doing right now, just obsessed with copper. You can say I'm a copper man. So I am feeling like I never felt so much better. So if you have copper, that's it, guys. And even the Egyptians, all pharaohs, before they were painted, you can see our ancestors were examples of green skin god from ancient Egypt. So all our ancestors were green skin, guys. They of course painted it, but many of the good paintings, like those who are not be painted, they are all green skin. And all Indian gods were also bluish green skin. Our ancients are all this color because of high copper content. As you can see, these Illuminati are totally into blue bloods, copper based. They don't want us to reach their level, guys. So they are feeding us poison. So I would really suggest you to look into this. I will post the link so that you can buy one of copper or do more research into colloidal. I think most people are taking colloidal silver, but colloidal silver is not important for us. It's called a copper, guys. because as I said, this is the deal: copper content, reptilian DNA. Elites are totally into this thing. So yeah, guys, I will post a link. Please go through this also.
Hey, thank you for joining me. Hope you're doing well. We bleed red, and we should be bleeding blue. When we bleed blue blood, that means we have a high copper content. Copper is essential in the formation of normal proteins and amino acids. Copper maintains mineral balance and functions as the primary antioxidant in the body. Blood type AB is the only truly normal human blood type. Most humans have malformed and missing proteins. This is obvious when you look at the blood properties as noted in the other blood types. Blood types A, B, and O are missing the normal clotting proteins. Type A is missing B, B is missing A, and O is missing both A and B. A big reason these blood types have evolved, or devolved as you might say, is because of copper deficiency. There is only one blood type among humans, and that is AB. Anything else is a mutation due to copper deficiency. We've been given the reversal of truth with almost everything we believe to be real. We're told that blood type AB is the newest and rarest, emerging 500 to 1,000 years ago, while blood type O is the oldest. It's the complete opposite. When the blood has enough copper, the blood is able to rid the body of toxic metals, chemicals, and any overload of other minerals. Without regular amounts of copper in the blood, cellular stability becomes erratic. Because copper deficiency can cause so many illnesses and is so vital, it's no wonder the elite have kept their blue blood a secret. The royal elite throughout the years have been called the Blue Bloods. This is because they have a high copper content in their blood and not because of the multiple stories we're told. It's not figurative. The royal elite literally bleed blue blood. That's part of the reason why bloodlines are so important to the royal families. So blue blood is what we should be bleeding, not red. Red blood is indicative of too much iron in our diets. My friend Quasi-Luminous has shown in many videos that all of our cereals and other foods contain non-biologically available iron. Iron metal filings and reduced iron aren't absorbable by the body. The manufacturing process itself adds iron to our foods, and chemtrails are a huge source of this type of iron as well. I'm not saying iron isn't important in the body, but this non-biologically available iron is causing us to bleed red when we should be bleeding blue. When we die, the grid and moon work together with false light beings to manipulate us to go into the light and reincarnate back into these body prisons. The iron floating in our bodies are aiding this process and act as a magnetic marker to be recycled into the matrix. I recommend everyone look up foods high in copper and stop eating packaged foods. No need to fear though. Check out my channel, Joseph Newhouse's, or Quasi's for more info on truth.
An old-fashioned way of storing water has proven to be most effective. A copper vessel. Storing water in this way allows a natural purification to occur. When water is stored in this way, mold, fungi, algae, and bacteria that are naturally present in water are all killed. The water becomes safe for drinking. It is preferred that you store the water overnight, or at least for 4 hours, to obtain this pure water. The mineral copper is also essential to our bodies. It can kill germs, cleanse our bodies, prevent cancer, reduce swelling, and rid our body of toxins. Despite its importance, our bodies cannot create copper. Therefore, it must be obtained through your foods. Drinking water stored in a copper vessel. 1. Prevent waterborne diseases. Copper very easily kills most bacteria and germs that are created within the water. This includes E. coli and S. aureus, which are both known to cause diarrhea, dysentery, and jaundice. 2. Keeps the digestive system healthy. Copper is also known to cleanse your stomach and remove any harmful toxins. When your stomach is functioning properly, it will eliminate waste and harmful products instead of having them remain in your body. Copper can help the function of your liver and kidneys by ensuring that they absorb the correct nutrients from food. Consuming water that has been stored in a copper vessel will rid your body of any kind of infection. Simply consume a glass of water that has been stored overnight in the copper vessel on an empty stomach. This will keep your digestive system functioning well. 3. Aids weight loss. Copper-infused water also helps to eliminate any fat cells, which helps in losing excess body fat and maintaining a healthy body weight. This water is also great to drink instead of drinks that are high in calories, such as alcohol, soda, sugary drinks, and juice that can contribute to weight gain. Along with this water, it is important that you maintain a healthy diet and exercise program in order to effectively lose weight. 4. Boosts heart health. Copper can also help with your cardiovascular health. Copper-infused water can help your body to prevent heart disease, keep your blood pressure under control, lower your cholesterol, and stabilize your heart rate. Copper has been found to be good for your overall heart health, per a 2005 study published in the European Heart Journal. Copper can also help to prevent plaque buildup in your arteries, which allows your blood to flow to your heart more freely. If your body becomes deficient in copper, it can raise your cholesterol, blood pressure, and homocysteine and uric acid. Copper-infused water can especially help those who are already at a high risk of heart disease. Copper-infused water can help treat vitiligo, which is white patches on the skin. Copper is able to fight swelling and inflammation. Because of this, copper-infused water helps with body aches and pains, as well as with arthritis and rheumatoid arthritis. It can even help treat acne, asthma, sinusitis, periodontitis, hay fever, inflammatory bowel disease, and even cancer. 8. Regulates thyroid gland. Copper is an essential mineral that your body, particularly your thyroid gland, needs to function. A deficiency in copper can prevent the thyroid from functioning properly. This is important because your thyroid helps many essential organs, including your heart, brain, liver, kidneys, and your skin. Try consuming some copper-infused water to improve the overall functioning of your thyroid. Additional tips. Pour 2 to 3 glasses of water into the copper vessel, cover, and leave it overnight or for at least 6 to 7 hours at room temperature. Then, drink this water throughout the day. Do not refrigerate the water and avoid drinking an excessive amount of it. Just 3 glasses of this water is enough to provide all of the health benefits.
Hey folks, Dr. Keel here, and I want to talk about the health benefits of copper. Copper is an essential trace mineral vital to all life, including humans. In humans, copper is used in a variety of proteins and enzymes that are essential to proper growth, development, and maintenance of bone, connective tissue, brain, heart, and many other body organs. Copper is also involved in red blood cell production, iron absorption and metabolism, cholesterol and glucose metabolism, immune system stimulation and healing promotion, nerve cell activity and health, as well as acting as an antioxidant against free radicals. Copper helps with red blood cell production, and supplementation may be helpful in individuals with anemia. This is more based on biological plausibility and understanding of red blood cell production and not on research. Supplementing will help if you are deficient. Most folks are not, and I can't find any data to support supplementation of folks with normal copper levels. Animal studies suggest that copper supplementation may help prevent and slow the progression of osteoarthritis. This has not been reproduced in humans. A study of individuals wearing these copper bracelets for arthritis showed no benefit in pain, stiffness, or physical function compared to a placebo. However, oral supplementation may be effective. We just need more research. Copper supplementation does show a mild benefit in those with osteoporosis by slowing progression of the disease when taken in conjunction with other minerals, including zinc, manganese, and calcium. Clarification between copper nutritional status, which is difficult to define, and Alzheimer's disease also has some interesting findings. Copper supplementation actually decreased the amyloid beta plaques associated with Alzheimer's, so research is ongoing to determine the relationship between copper metabolism and Alzheimer's disease.
Hello, my name is Paul Kangas. I have a girlfriend who has varicose veins on her legs. In the process of talking to her, I asked her if she dyes her hair. She confessed that she does because her hair is gray and white. Then I noticed her hair was dry and slightly brittle. I began to realize, suddenly I knew what was happening. She had a deficiency of copper and she wasn't even aware of it. She was trying to cover it up. I told her that I've lived long enough, 70 years now, and studied science long enough to know that all these mental and physical conditions that she's going through and trying to cover up with hair dye and her varicose veins is caused by a deficiency of copper, a lack of copper in the diet. I suggest you get a bottle of copper and zinc. And that's what I told her, and asked her to start taking 2 or 3 copper zinc pills with each meal. At this point, I showed her a photo of a woman who turned her gray hair back to the normal brown in 2 months of using copper and zinc. And she was very impressed by this photo. But it's a quite dramatic photo. Fairly gray-white hair. And 2 months later, after taking copper zinc, her hair is mostly brown, back to the same color it was when she was 17 years old. And her breast tissue would stop sagging and pump back up to its firm, healthy, normal look if she would start taking copper. She looked at me very skeptical at that point, very skeptical. But I said, look, this is not magic and it's not myth. This is science. A lack of copper in the diet causes 27 known mental, I stress mental and physical diseases. Like it causes the pain caused by arthritis, and it causes cirrhosis of the liver, and yet 99% of the doctors will not be able to tell you that. They do not know that. Lack of copper in the diet is a major cause of ruptured discs. These little flexible things in your back right here are made of copper. And if you don't have enough copper in your diet, these things become, they rupture spontaneously. They will rupture spontaneously. So it's important that you have enough copper to protect your back. Even most chiropractors do not know that a diet lacking copper is what causes the spontaneous rupture of spinal discs, and that a patient must upgrade their diet with copper and zinc for 2 months before they get a ruptured disc, and while they're under the care of a chiropractor, because a ruptured disc is a major cause of pain. Why have that kind of pain when you can eliminate it simply by taking 5 cents worth of copper every day? That's 2 copper pills with each meal. Simple enough to do. I'll give you another example. I told her, I said, look, high blood cholesterol. High blood cholesterol is mainly caused by a diet lacking copper. And most doctors do not know this. Why would they? They only get 1 hour of nutrition when they're in medical school. That was 30 years ago. You think they keep up with this stuff? No, absolutely not.
Copper, commonly, these are related to salicylic acid. In addition, copper ascorbate has strong antiviral properties. Copper sulfate has a better anti-inflammatory effect than cortisone. Cortisone? Ooh, why aren't they giving you copper salicylate instead of cortisone? Cortisone damages the tissue, weakens the ligaments, and they give you that instead of this. Okay. Vitamin C with lysine regenerate the ligaments, heals the body. Copper causes elasticity to be there, so does vitamin C. It heals the body. In addition, it has also good anti-cancer, anti-tremor, anti-convulsive properties, suitable for treatment of epilepsy and possible Parkinson's disease. There's actually even a connection to Parkinson's disease may be related to a copper deficiency. Is that interesting? Children with severe copper deficiency constantly have convulsive seizures. Another feature of severe copper deficiency is degeneration of the central nervous system. Now we have something for skin cancer. What do? We get a little aspirin. Aspirin itself will kill it anyhow. And you mix it with a little copper. And what do? You spread it on the skin. See, there's always been a cure for cancer. This is bullshit about cancer not being curable. The boogeyman. Ooh, the boogeyman. Okay. Don't fall for these things. All right. He's understanding what is real, what is there. The reality. Not the marketing reality, the real reality. What really works? What is really there? Study. Work at it. Trial and error. It's the only way you can learn. All right. In experiments, copper salicylate prevented chemically induced skin cancers. Furthermore, a single application resulted in a 55% reduction in experimental animal tumors in 20 weeks. Wow! It's anti-tumor! Woo! You can't... Really? Copper does all that? Copper! So again, those of you who are poor and destituted, saying Fukushima, it has been shown that copper is more important to prevent cancer or regrowth of tumors than possibly with dormant tumors. If growing tumors are present, then copper is needed to form new blood vessels. Taking high amounts of zinc creates a relative copper deficiency and helps prevent the formation of new blood cells. Copper salicylates have a similar action as superoxide dismutase. In other words, produces SOD, which can help, again, visual lungs as well. It also shows that there are no chronic degenerative diseases in man known to result from non-industrial exposure to copper. You're putting turpentine inside you? Oh, we've been doing it since the Babylonian days. 620 patients with rheumatoid arthritis, 65% became symptom-free. Ooh, is that a cure? Can't call it a cure. It says, with acute rheumatic fever, 100% became symptom-free. Can you get, 100% symptom-free using copper? Not nano silver. Nano. It's more than that, get brain damage. Copper, 100%. Okay. Also, neuromuscular problems such as sciatica, and a lot of you contact me about this, neuralgia, cervical, spine, shoulder problems responded very well. Even short-term treatment of rheumatoid arthritis result in long-term remission and improvements. I have seen this just with the other formula, the electrolyte formula. So, these complexes are 5 to 8 times more effective than aspirin, but less toxic. Ooh. Copper, baby. Oh, simple. See, God gave us something so simple to cure so many things, and then you got, what it is? Lord give it, and the medical field take it away.
Somewhere written in the scriptures.
In the book of second book of Tony. Because I don't want to add to God's word because he'll whip my ass for that one. No, so no, we're not going to do that. The second book of Tony. The Lord give it, and the medical field take it away.
Oh man.
First book of Tony was God made coffee, and it was really good. Third book I told you is unpasteurized milk rocks. Everybody should be on it. Anyway,
There it is.
it's another book for another day. So anyway, the therapeutic index, the margin between effectiveness and toxic effects has been stated as being significantly greater than for any other anti-inflammatory drug. The copper complexes have a better ulcer healing. Ooh, heals ulcers too? Wow. What are they giving you? Aluminum! Pepto-Bismol!
Oh, yeah?
Aluminum!
Aluminum's in Pepto-Bismol?
So we're giving you things that up the way, if you decide to take away your right to access for health, you can make your own. See, my little laboratory in my kitchen or in my little bunker here. Bunker. Okay. So again, if you are using copper, you're using a lot of this, incorporate more zinc, at least 30 milligrams to 60 milligrams of zinc citrate or zinc mixed with sulfur or phosphorus so that you can maintain the proper ratios. Okay, and that's all you're going to need to do. Let's see what else. All right, let's talk about the benefits of copper. A deficiency in copper can result in gray hair. As you can see, my hair has some gray, and that's from talking to 300 people a day. Some of the things some of you tell me. Okay, some things that amaze me. It has been claimed that colloidal copper has been able to return gray hair back to its natural color. It has improved the elastic fiber in the skin, increasing skin flexibility. Some of you are getting this wrinkly, damaged skin throughout the body. You think, well, I must be getting old. No, you're getting glowing copper. Old medicinal books state that colloidal copper is effective against parasites, which it is, strengthens the blood, cleans the arteries. In addition, it is reported to be effective against aneurysms and preventing strokes. And they don't want you to have this. I wonder why. Can't talk about what it was like to be living in another era of time. That history has to be wiped. Right. As a result of the colloidal breakthrough, the particle elements are smaller than membranes and thus move freely throughout the entire system, supplying the special needs that only elemental copper can provide. Without toxic buildup. We have observed that colloidal copper gently massaged into bruised and painful skin around sore muscles and joints will relieve the pain and symptoms for initially 4 hours in the first application first day, and thereafter the symptoms will decrease daily. Our observations have showed a marked clarity of thinking when the colloidal copper has taken orally under the tongue, speeds up to synapses in the brain. Copper was reported as a missing link in calcified bones, people who had suffered osteoporosis. Can you imagine that? Imbalance of minerals can create this problem. Copper! It's where it's at. It's what you need. Anybody that will tell you today not to use the medical system, they deal with, oh, you got this symptom, here's a pill. Your body needs copper. Needs it daily. I don't see anywhere in the anatomical charts where we need silver or gold. So again, there you have it. This is something that you can do. Keep you up, keep you going. And for those of you who have issues down anywhere, it can protect. You gotta remember, copper knocks out mold, copper knocks out algae, and a lot of you are having this as well from the things above coming down on you, the things you're eating. Don't be afraid to do it. Okay, don't be afraid to do it. Do it. Something that fights tumors, right? Something that fights skin cancer, something that fights, rheumatoid arthritis, something that knocks out mold, something that protects your body. There you go. There you go. You don't listen to dumbasses on this. Okay? Don't let the fear equation do it. Try it, test it, see what it works. Don't even listen to me completely. I want you to do your homework. I want you to investigate and evaluate. Okay? Investigate and evaluate. Test it. See what you get. Get down your results. Share this information with each other. Okay? Even if you're using the YouTube and you're talking to each other, that's great. Getting some wild and weird, bizarre crap because you got some ideology or philosophy that is contrary to what I'm showing you. I may listen to it. If there's any truth, I'll let it ride. But if there's a lot of bullshit and you're trying to sell a machine or some others, it's gone. I'm not even interested in machines or anything. So you're not, first and foremost, enslaved to these marketeers that will lay some bullshit on you. And that's what this is all about. Okay? You're not going to be a slave. You're not going to be dependent on a medical system. You're not going to be dependent on any guru. You're not going to be dependent on me. You're going to do it yourself. You guys should be surpassing me. I need a nap. Take over. All right. Well, anything else? We're good?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So, how did I confuse everybody?
Clear as mud.
Clear as mud. To the next segment from Dave and myself. To your health.